Even now, we just completed Eid al-Adha, right? Eid al-Adha is such that people enjoy the meat and mashallah, they enjoy the food and so on. But Allah says, لَن يَنَالَ اللَّهَ لُحُومُهَا وَلَا دِمَاؤُهَا وَلَكِنْ يَنَالُهُ التَّقْوَى مِنْكُمْ. Allah says, the blood and the meat is not what is going to get to Allah. The taqwa, the God consciousness. Did you improve yourself? Did you put a knife to your bad habits? That is what counts. What's the point of sacrificing so many animals but you haven't even got up for Salatul Fajr? Wallahi. Or you are cheating, deceiving, conniving. You have not left your bad habits. You are hooked onto things that are displeasing unto Allah. It's more important to put a knife upon those things. Meaning give up those habits. So when you have, Allah Almighty is watching you. How much are you going to give? And that's why Islam is the only religion on earth where it is a pillar of faith. We have 5 pillars, right? One of the pillars is that if Allah's given you, you have to give others who don't have what you have. It's a pillar. You're not a Muslim if you think I can enjoy things myself. No ways. Allah says, look for those who don't have what you have and give them. What is it called? The pillar of Islam? Zakat. We all know it. May Allah make us from those who give beyond zakah. Zakah belongs to Allah, not to you. It belongs to Allah. It's a pillar. You owe it to Allah. The farad salah you owe to Allah. But you can continue becoming closer to Allah with your sunnah and your nafil. All that is mashallah extra. It is yours. It is between you and Allah. Enjoy it. How much sunnah are you going to do? How much nafil are you going to do? The same applies to zakah. The 2.5 belongs to Allah. But are you not going to give another 2.5, another 5? So in total I'm going to give 7.5. I'm going to give another 10. Is it not something that you want to do? Sadaqat. At the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he used to ask people to free the slaves in order to free the human beings who were enslaved. He says, if you commit a sin, in order to be forgiven from it, free a slave first if you have one. In that way, the slaves were all freed one by one, one by one. What was that considered at the time, pre-Islam? It's wealth. It's wealth. That's what it was considered. To give it up is difficult. Today, subhanallah, what do we have? We have an opportunity always around us to benefit those who are struggling. There are people around the globe who are struggling in so many ways. Firstly, make dua to Allah to guide you to the correct causes, because some of the causes are fraudulent. You know, fraud happens all over. It happened from the beginning right to the end. And it will continue to happen. So ask Allah to use your wealth in a good cause. Something beautiful. The other day someone asked me a question about an imam in the masjid who was involved in major issues. And they said, you know, I'm not comfortable. This particular person, he drinks and he does this. How can... I said, are you sure? Are you sure? If that is the case, you can raise the issue with the people who are running the masjid and tell them that you will not get musallis if you are unaware of this. Please do something about it. I need to feel comfortable behind the imam who's going to lead me. Right? I need to feel comfortable, at least reasonably comfortable. They don't have to be spotless because all of us make mistakes. But at the same time, if the man is openly involved in something that is absolutely unacceptable, I'm justified in saying, you know what, I prefer just going to the masjid next door. But do you realize that when it comes to zakah and giving, we would love to give our wealth to a cause where the people who are the beneficiaries are going to be fulfilling salah, going to be reading Quran, going to be doing good things, rather than I gave my zakat somewhere, that guy used it to gamble. Allahu Akbar. What was the point? He used it to gamble. They used it in order to do something totally wrong, to drink alcohol and consume it. But that was zakah we gave. So it's very tricky. You ask Allah, oh Allah, this is hard earned. You know that I've earned it through halal means. Guide me to be able to give it in a good way, in a cause where I can benefit more than just the wealth itself. May Allah Almighty accept it from us.